I was diagnosed with bipolar in 2000 1995. 1995, when I just left school. Then before I left school, it started in grade 11. In grade 11, I just got blackouts when I was writing examination. I'm getting blackouts. I was the cleverest in the class, and I was the one who's getting lower marks. But anyway, I did pass my grade 12. But then that year, 1995, when I first finished my school, is where I was diagnosed with bipolar at the mental hospital. When they diagnosed me, people could not understand why. And then the issue is that also I had to stay the whole year, 1996, in the mental hospital because they don't know what is wrong with me. From there on, when I came out of the hospital, my mother and a neighbor find out, no, maybe the child is been witchcraft. So maybe the child is been witchcraft. So they took me to Angola to the witchcrafts. The witches, they did their things with me. They give me herbs to vomit every time and stuff like that until I'm weak, and until they say, okay, no, we think it's fine now. The moment I land into Windhoek, I ran away from home because I don't want to be taken to that place anymore. But then I came to my senses, I came back home. And then my sister that time, she was at school in South Africa. She was of assistant, but she cannot be of enough assistance. Then my mother and my sister decided, no, let's take the guy to the mental hospital. Then when I went to the mental hospital, I started getting tablets. When I get tablets, is to subsidize the mentality and so on. But then the tablets alone does not work. So in the meantime, I got myself a job. I started working for FMB. And when I was working for FMB, I was a frontline officer. So the tablet got finished. I thought, now the cycle is over because the tablet is finished. I didn't go to the hospital anymore to go get the tablet. And then I started getting relapses. And these relapses lead me to be to resign from job unwillingly under the condition of sickness. So I resigned. When I resigned, the job just, no, he resigned, must go. They know my sister, when my sister came from London, from South Africa, she said, no, the guy he resigned, but he was under doctor's care. How can you just accept that he resigned like that? Then we took the bank to the court. And then I won the case. I had to stay at home, but I didn't go back to the bank. I had to stay at home, but I was being paid by Social Security. And I stayed at home for 3 years. I don't go out of my compound. Meaning I don't go outside the compound because I'm stigmatized, I'm mentally ill, I'm crazy, I'm all those names. And I say, okay, if I am crazy, I will stay in the house. I don't go to church, I don't go nowhere. The opportunity I go out of the house is when I go to buy my food because I was getting salary from Social Security. And then, I don't know, one morning, it hits me. No, Lukas, you cannot stay like this. Just abstain from everybody and so on. These things, when you start seeing that you are abstaining from other people, you don't do anymore the things that you do. You don't do sport, you don't do chess. I play chess, you don't do those things. It means that there's a relapse coming. One thing or not one thing. So, I get my courage back. I start applying for work. Then I apply for Standard Bank, and then Standard Bank answer my prayer. Standard Bank say, no, Lukas, we're going to take you. We know you are ill. We know you are bipolar, but we're going to take you on. Standard Bank was the first proportion that opened my eyes that I can walk with my bipolar and my everything. But then, the relapses, when they come, I have to go back to the hospital. Every time you come to the hospital, it's a new doctor, it's a new student doctor, it's a new student doctor, it's a new doctor that is treating you. And every time you have to explain yourself from the beginning. There's no record of me there. You understand? And it's a very problem. Because this one will say, no, he's bipolar because he's fighting with the brother at home. He's causing convenience at home. He's causing trouble at home. he must be locked up. And then I get locked up. In the lockup, you get other treatment. You become someone else. When I'm in lockup, I'm a bully. I beat other guys. I take their clothing, I take their food, and so on. Which was not is a what? A behavior that is trying to grow in me. But then, luckily, I'm still on tablet. The tablet is working, but there's something missing. Someone to talk to. And then my job say, no, Lucas, we don't have a problem with you, but you always lapse. But when you lapse, it's at home. When you're at work, we don't know this bipolar story you are telling us. But you have it every time you lapse and lapse, so many lapses. And then in 2000, after Corona, I started lapsing like nothing. It's just like lapsing after lapsing. And I'm away from work. And then they say, no, Lucas, we're going to see whether we can put in a medical doctor, a psychiatrist, a person, private for psychiatrist. And then I enter into Miss Gonzo's office. When I went into Miss Gonzo's office, the talk started talking now. We start talking. It's not anymore Bible. It's not anymore just tablet. And then Miss Gonzo invited me to church, to their church. And then the bishop of the church took over my case and healed me, pray for me. It's not that I'm healed totally, but I don't do those fanatic things that I do when I want to get angry or when I'm bipolar. I break tables. One day, they came into my room. The whole room, I break everything, the TV, everything. But I don't know what happened. But I break the stuff. So the bipolarity is there. It's not that it's not there. I'm not because you see me now or talking to you nice, and next time you see me, I'm in the mental hospital, or next time you see me, I'm in jail. It's not like that. The thing is, you must take care of yourself. My sister is my support. My brother is my support. My family is my support. I got support. Miss Gonzo is big support. And then the church, the pastor is a big support. And the church community is a big support. All those people add up to who I am today. Why I don't go chronic so much. So my message is, first of all, you must acknowledge. Acknowledge that you are sick. Acknowledge that you need help. And be an advocate for yourself. Like me, I'm an advocate for people with depression. And I talk to them. I tell them my story. If you don't understand my story, it's not a lucky packet. It's because I go through church services, I go through psychiatry, I go through my families that is supporting me. And this is my story. And it's still going on.